Dr. Catherine Jacquet wasn't always interested in women's studies.
Now, even though I had lived my entire life as a woman and I am a woman, when I was an undergraduate, I didn't think women's studies applied to me.
After her college graduation, however, things changed.
So after I graduated, I worked for 2 years at an all-women's college, and while I was there, it was Simmons College in Boston. And while I was there, I started doing all this reading on second-wave feminism and reading the words of second-wave feminists. And so these are women from the 1970s women's liberation movement. And it was like I had this radical awakening.
Now, as a professor in the Women's Studies department at LSU, her mission is clear.
In women's and gender studies, what I'm trying to do is give my students really another lens with which to understand the world and to view the world.
Dr. Jackie Bach echoes that clear focus. Dr. Bach, director of the department, names a number of factors as the core of the women's studies teaching.
So really part of what our courses do, what our instructors do, what our students do, is really look at the intersections of gender, sexuality, race, class.
Much like Dr. Jacquet, academic reading drove Dr. Bach to a career in women's studies.
And when I was in graduate school, I read a book called Miss Mentor's Impeccable Advice for Women in Academia, which is actually written by a former professor here at LSU. And she said that the first thing you should do is when you get your first job is to join the Women and Gender Studies faculty.
As director of the WGS department, she states 4 key priorities.
So my focus in the past 2 years as director of WGS has really been on recruitment and retention, making sure that the quality of our courses is maintained and that my joint faculty are supported in their teaching, research, and service.
One student in the WGS department in particular admires Dr. Bach's commitment to her work. Alyssa Kegler, a freshman majoring in kinesiology, gravitated toward Dr. Bach's inclusivity when deciding to minor in WGS.
She personally, she shook my hand, she explained to me the things I needed to do to minor, and she was just very personal.
Going forward, Kegler hopes to apply the knowledge she will gain in the WGS department in her career.
I'm just very excited to just expand my knowledge on the entirety of the subject.
Kegler's story represents Dr. Jacquet's hope for the future of WGS. To her, underclassmen could be the catalyst for the department's growth.
So, but I would like to see the undergrads have more of a community, know each other better, hold events, sponsor events.
For Dr. Bach, her hope for the future of the department lies at home.
Personally, I can't wait until my son can take a WGS course. I think that what goes on in our courses, every student on campus could benefit from those conversations and discussions.